because I had to live through it. When I went overseas, 75% of my OCS class were killed. I was one of 25% who lived through it. We were all wounded. I know guys with 5 Purple Hearts. I've got 3. And so much of the injury and the untold pain was unnecessary. It was a direct result of training. I hate to say poor training. They did the best they could, but they didn't know. They didn't know what they didn't know. We didn't know what we didn't know. We had to find out the hard way. And then when I got back, I was very angry, and that's why I'm in this business. But I discovered a generation ago, people that went off to Europe in World War II, it was the same thing. People went off in World War I, same thing. We had to learn these lessons all over again, every time. And then later on, I became a police officer. It was the same thing. We had the blind leading the blind. This body of knowledge exists now. We can teach this. We can help our students avoid all the mistakes we made. And we need to be effective in doing that. We need to be uniquely effective in doing that. Their lives are literally in your hands. So if I can remember this correctly, it goes something like this. Well, how do you do, young Willie McBride? Do you mind if I sit here down by your graveside and rest for a while in the warm summer sun? I've been walking all day and I'm nearly done. I see by your gravestone you were only 19 when you joined the great fallen of 1916. Well, son, I hope you died well, and I hope you died clean. Or young Willie McBride, was it slow and unseen? Did you leave a wife or a sweetheart behind? In some faithful heart is your memory enshrined. And though you died back in 1916, in that faithful heart, are you forever 19? Or are you just a face without even a name, enclosed in forever behind a glass frame, in an old photograph torn, tattered and stained, and faded to yellow in a brown leather frame? I dreamed of soldiers, of wounded war soldiers with just enough of our charms shot away, that we seemed more handsome. Women grew nearer to touch our brave wounds. And our hair streaked with gray. I saw them in long ranks, ascending the gangplanks. The girls with the donuts were cheerful and gay. They minded their manners and muttered their thanks. The chaplain told them to watch and to pray. Well, they sent these rapscallions, these seasick battalions, to a patriotic and a picturesque spot. And they issued us Bibles and marksmanship medallions and maps and compasses and committed the lot. Well, a fine dust has now settled on all that scrap metal. The heroes, they've all been boxed up, sent home in parts to pluck at a poppy or sew on a pedal, count the long night by the stroke of their hearts. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.